Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as Arguelon going up against Clan Eshin. So we've got one full stack army that's, okay, not amazing, and a tiny amount of garrison units here. So he's at Grenstad. If we lose this, the entire army gets destroyed. Now that really benefits us because it allows us to not have to control a large army. So these guys won't show up on the battlefield, but by doing that, it's going to deny them these two armies, at least to begin with. Now, looking at the situation, this one here has barely got any magic, so she's not going to be very useful at all. But this one here is quite leveled up, and I'm pretty sure he's got Penumbral Pendulum. Yeah, so I think that's where we're going to come in handy with this. Also, if we can try and snipe the enemy lord, like, here's the big problem. We've got some good units, but the problem is we're going to run out of ammo. Like, 24 shots on each of these, on this Glade Guard, is not enough ammo to kill 3 armies. That means that we can basically only dedicate 6 shots each to each of these armies, unless we find a workaround. Now, the first army is full of garbage, with the exception of a Rattling Gun and Storm Vermin. If we could snipe the enemy general, and maybe use magic to clear these guys out, and just rout them off the battlefield, that'd be ideal, and then we could focus our missile units on the more valuable units that will come on later on in the battle. But things don't look good either way. Like, archers are really good units, generally speaking, in this game, but they're not good when completely outnumbered. That's when they really start to suffer, which is why if you're using archer-based armies, you need to make sure that you're always on the attack, and that you don't get into this kind of situation here, because you'll just run out of ammo. Now, don't get me wrong, we're going to kill more of them than they will of us, but we still could end up losing. And the problem with the AI is that if they lose 1 or 2 armies, that doesn't matter to them. You have to win the battle, because you need to gain ground. Don't let them gain ground. But, sometimes it can't be helped, and you just have to do as much damage as possible. So, they've got reinforcements coming from here as well. We'll stand back as far as possible. At least they don't have artillery. You come back here. You know what I might do as well? I might send one of these guys in early to just charge in there, since it's all just mostly Skaven slaves anyway. And what I'll get them to do is just try to get the enemy to crowd around them, and then I'll pop down the Penumbral Pendulum, which 13 winds of magic. Ugh. But what are you gonna do? Alright, these two here, they need to be sniping generals. But we're not going to be able to see that first one because he's an assassin, but we just have to make do. So get these to stand back. It's also on large unit scales, so magic will be a little bit more effective than what I'm used to, but the archers will actually be a little bit less effective. But overall, it should be about the same amount of balancing. There's not too many like single entity units in this, so it's not going to make much of a difference.
Ready to hunt.
Yeah, if we can get him into combat with any one unit, it would be the Rattling Gun. So I'm pretty much sacrificing this guy to see if we can just get a mass amount of kills. Also, he might be able to detect the enemy general for us, so these guys don't have to get in nice and close. Because they got loads of range, but we can't... There he is. Can't see the motherfucker. Because, yeah, we don't have a ton of winds of magic, and we don't have arcane conduits. We need to make sure every shot counts. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez, we've nearly killed the enemy general already.
Listening. With speed.
Well, he's gone. Good job. Alright, that's great. Now we need to try to take out... get to him. Try and get them back a little bit. Alright, I need you to be killing him. I don't know if that was really worth it in the long run, though. But we got to get rid of these rattling guns.
I hear you.
Man, that was some pretty bloody long range.
Battle ready. Heed Athelord. Athelord.
Also got this, but I find that that's not the best at sniping enemy lords. Or heroes. Oh, actually, that's actually really good, so what do I know? Yeah, it wasn't quite as much of a blob as I was hoping. That unit might come back, but it has taken a hell of a lot of damage, and we don't have any life magic or anything. Yeah, keep back. Keep shooting him. I really don't want to be wasting any ammo at all on these guys. Maybe just hold fire.
Hold fire. Son of Athelord.
So they're back. Yeah, if you could just tie down those units, just run away over here. Just keep them busy for the time being. That would be good. Right, that hero's gone. Right, I've got 30 winds of magic again. I want to get in a good pendulum. And hopefully rout as many of them as possible. Okay, I'll have these guys, I'll have some of them shoot at these Skaven slave slingers, because they're going to be a nuisance. Might need you to come in over here. Oh, I do have some heal magic, but we probably shouldn't use it.
Our bows are yours.
Just wondering though, in trying to be conservative with our ammo, we might end up dying a little bit early.
Ashray warrior. At once.
Just saving that for later.
Isha.
I should put in my guard mode.
Position.
See, this guy here, he's taking casualties, which means we're taking losses, but I didn't have enough front line to really hold them. At least they're getting off the battlefield really quickly. That's what we want to see.
Orders. Ready. Aye. Weapons loose.
Okay, we're definitely gonna need some time to reform now. Let's get back into a not yet, not until we've cleared out some more of this. All right, how much magic we got? We got a fair bit. Let's pop it down like this. It's not really gonna hurt our own units that much. All right, everyone stop firing. I think that was a good cast, and then charge in there and hopefully we just break them.
Armed and ready.
Let's get them off the battlefield.
Archers ready. Blade guard. At once.
Alright, so who's that? Grey Seer of Ruin. We gotta go and snipe him.
End them. Blade guard.
Right, that's essentially the first army dealt with.
Yes. Swiftly now.
No, you should be fighting that. Can't get a good hit on him. Alright, we need to shoot those rattling guns as they're coming in.
Ever ready.
Blade guard. Aim. Fire.
And Snick should be on the battlefield by now, but he's not going to be detectable for the time being. Alright, charge in there. Rattling guns are gone, pretty much. That's great.
Children of Athelord. At once. Orders understood. Blade guard.
Okay, rattling guns are gone. Good. Don't take out these Skaven slave slingers just because. I mean, low value unit, but I'm not going to be able to justify any other way of killing them. And they can do a fair bit of damage. We've got to keep shooting him.
Hiding in wait.
Okay, cool. Breaking them, get them off the battlefield, and...
Blade guard.
Okay, stop.
Halt. To battle.
just thinking actually maybe a heal on these 3 units might actually be really useful. Because it's not an expensive use of magic, and since it's on a large unit scale, it'll actually be quite effective. No, I'm not healing you.
Orders to war. Blade guard. Aim. Fire.
I'm just gotta make sure the shot
Blade stalker. Going forth.
goes off well on these 4 units.
Battle ready. Blade guard.
Right, still haven't killed the enemy general there. Are they on force? Yeah, they're on force march. Okay, that's good to know.
Battle. Defenders of Athalloran. With haste. Battle ready.
Okay, another lord dead. So Snick should be around here somewhere. Let's go and meet up with him and, you know, kill him.
Awaiting orders.
Storm Vermin, that is actually worth shooting.
Blade guard.
Battle ready.
Quickly.
Right, stop shooting now, because if they hit their own allied units, it's not good at all. And those Storm Vermin aren't exactly high in leadership. Okay, there he is. There he is. There's Snitch. Alright, put you on fire at will. And this is what I was waiting for.
As you say. Attack. By your command. Acknowledge. Slay them. Isha.
Storm Vermin's still shooting. Maybe, well, still fighting. Should do a bit more damage to them. Alright, pop down another heal here because there's 4 units in there. So that means 4 people get heals. Make sure you kill Snitch. We still got plenty of ammo as well. And you... I don't care what happens to you. Just go and die. Alright, I think that's like all their heroes now. Which means if we want to put them on fire at will, that's fine. But there's still going to be like high value units coming. Yeah, look, shooting Storm Vermin's fine. Alright. So bounce of power is still in our favor. Good to know. We've been extremely conservative with ammo because I know that their best units are coming in last.
Ever ready. Ready and eager.
I think in this situation here, because they're clumped up a fair bit, we can justify shooting them.
Blade guard.
Especially the Plague Monks, they're super vulnerable to this.
Quickly.
Fear the deep wood.
Blade guard. Deepwood host. Straight away. Your orders. Moving fast.
See, they can really use up their ammunition really quickly if they're not careful. Just want him in there so that it makes them more accurate. He can take a bit of damage, should be okay.
The forest.
Alright, we need to be shooting these Storm Vermin coming in here.
Bowman, ready. Enough, Raymer. Ends them. Hunts them. Great Lord of Athalloran. Swiftly.
Okay, I think another heal spell's going to be needed here. Right, everyone stop firing. Move up a little bit more.
To battle. Understood. For Drakira.
What are these? Clan rats? Okay.
Warriors.
Alright, what's coming in here? Clan rats. Clan rats. Okay, just shoot them a little bit. We got rattling guns coming in here. Make sure that we got ammo left to deal with them. If the rattling guns are coming in, we're starting to see the end of the battle.
Ready to hunt. Do not forget. I stand ready.
400 kills, damn.
Battle ready. By Turnos.
Spells
You know, these guys here are doing real. I think they're doing really well. I think what I did at the start with sending that guy in was a mistake.
First up. Loose.
If you charge at them, they might... Nah, they're just doomed.
Dauntless Azrael. Death to all.
So yeah, what we want to be doing is damaging them enough so that when these guys go into melee, they just break them straight away. But not enough so that we wipe them out. So if they're coming in on... No, they're not in force march.
Pull back.
Just got to be aware
Guard. Swift
that
of
there's still more enemies coming in.
as you say. Ready and eager. Blaze guard. End them. Battle ready. Child of Turnos. Dauntless Azrael.
Okay, no, stop shooting, stop. Waste of ammo. Waste of ammo.
This instant. Aim.
Don't worry about Skaven slaves too much.
Highball.
Maybe just like a little bit of a volley in them. All right, here come the rattling guns. We don't want them shooting at all.
Acknowledged.
All right, I think we're gonna need to pop in a heal here, which might hit some units that we got hit with the Earthblood as well.
Blaze guard.
Okay,
Quickly.
he's out of ammo. Just leave him in sort of like reserve for the time being. Rattling guns got wiped out. Good.
Lauren.
More rattling guns coming in from over here.
Orders. I will comply. It will be done. Blaze guard. Children of Athel Lauren. I stand.
Starting to run low on ammo now, but the bounce of power is still it's good. But if there's more coming, okay, hang on. That was don't waste ammo on that shit. We gotta be getting rid of the rattling guns.
Guide us. Great Lord.
This guy here's out of ammo. Keep him in reserve.
At once. Orders. Ever ready.
Like I said, I knew we were gonna run out of ammo very quickly once we started actually shooting them a lot.
Blaze guard. For the eternal realms.
Not too concerned about warp grinders, but they're also really easy to shoot.
Ready
So
and waiting. Yes.
just do it.
Archers ready. Blade guard.
Okay, they shouldn't be a problem now.
Warriors of Eru. As you say.
Alright, Skaven Slave spears. Maybe just like one volley in them, just so that they're easy to break. No, that's enough.
With haste. Heed, Athel Lauren. Following orders.
Alright, let's push forward a little bit here. It seems like they're bringing in a lot of missile units now, so we don't have to worry about these guys getting caught in melee.
Slay them. Blade guard.
Maybe just fire at this one just a little bit more, because I reckon it's going to rally.
Immediately. Defenders of Athel Lauren.
Alright, come back here, just have a bit of a rest there.
Blade guard.
Right, what they're trying to do is rally their forces. But if this is the last of their reinforcements, which I still kind of doubt,
Elenel. Orders.
then we've got them.
At once.
But let's just make sure. And still just be careful. You know, taking out rattling guns without them inflicting a single shot on us, that's what we want to see.
Stop.
I don't think they've got any more rattling guns now. I think they're just bringing in Skaven Slave Slingers. Which they still need to be shot a little bit.
Dauntless Azrael. Our bows are yours. Azrael warrior.
Yeah, we got 1 power reserve left. So we can now cast as we see fit.
The forest calls. Are you away?
Okay, rat ogres. I forgot about them. Yeah, we need to shoot them.
Understood. To the fray.
Even in death, I will live on.
Alright, that's our last bit of magic. Oh yeah, and a Doomflayer. Bounce of power. This is why we gotta be conservative.
Move it.
It's still okay, but
You say.
if they bring in much more reinforcements, we're not gonna... Like, we're pretty much exhausted now.
Blade guard.
Right, shoot the Doomflayers. They're not gonna be great at shooting Doomflayers, but... Just gotta get rid of them.
Hunt them.
Alright, since we're pretty much out of ammo now, it's time to just go into melee. And hope that we've done enough damage to them that we can actually manage to cause them to rout.
Highborn. I will comply. I will.
Okay, really need these guys here to be fighting those Doomflayers, because they're just gonna wreck wreck our infantry. Okay, still got a little bit of ammo left on this guy.
Blade guard.
Dauntless Azrael.
Just dogpile them just so they cause them to break, run off the battlefield.
Orders.
Deepwood Guardian. As you say.
At speed.
Right, they're almost off the battlefield. Get these guys over here. Actually, now how about you chase down those Skaven slave slingers? I'll come run the back here and hit them in the rear. We're taking some damage here with the infantry.
Swiftly.
Try and keep everyone alive if we can. Bounce power's okay, but I don't know if they've got more reinforcements. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Blade guard.
Ever ready.
I need you to try to rear charge them here.
At once.
And there's the army loss penalty. There we go, we did it. Whew. Rough battle, rough battle. We only just had enough ammunition to really see that through. This is why it was very important in this situation here to just be as conservative with our ammo as possible. If we had just blew our load right at the start against Skaven slaves, we never would have been able to like do that much damage to the rat ogres or anything like that. The biggest mistake I think I made was sending in the treekin at the start of the battle. But at the same time, it did tie up a lot of their forces for a while, and that might have, who knows, maybe that actually helped us a fair bit. But at the end of the day, none of your units got wiped out, your army is fine. One of their armies, Deathmaster Snickers' armies, was on force march, so that remaining army is completely wiped out. And this one here is like full of garbage anyway, so you should be able to handle it. So, we didn't even see those rattling guns. They must have inflicted the army loss penalty before they even showed up. Which is good, because otherwise that could have wrecked us big time. So yeah, this is pretty developed in this campaign. Yeah, I don't think you want that. Military alliance with Lothar seems like it's good. So they want an alliance. I'll leave that up to you. I think you've got enough alliances. But I don't see how much amber you've got just yet, so we'll see. I remember in my Arguelon campaign, I tried to get an alliance with Reichland, ended up going to war with them instead. Because bad decisions were made. Well, these guys here are really weak, but you don't really border them. But you should be able to ask for a peace treaty on your own intern. You're certainly not in a disaster campaign. Strength ranking 4. Right, well, the dwarves, huh? Yeah, look, wood elves can easily beat dwarves on the open field, but coming to assaulting their settlements is rather difficult.
The fates have surely selected you for great.
Everything looks good.
Can I offer
So now he'll have flying and stalk, so he can actually be invisible sort of while flying, which can be useful, but not useful if you want to waste the enemy's ammo, because then they can't see you. Alright, so what's remaining here? Yeah, you're definitely going to want to wipe out both of these armies, but I reckon you can handle this yourself. Anyway, that's the end of this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Fuckers.